I don't, one thing that I have had issues with the guys, I didn't condone it, don't get me wrong. Drinking and driving, suicide. Recreational drug use. Been there, done that. Beating up your girlfriend, or beating up your spouse, your wife. I don't need to do business with you. Got no place in my roster for somebody that does that. Now, yeah, you can get religious real quick. You can join the church. You can do a lot of things. But maybe you need to go away and prove that you're going to walk a different road and ain't going to be smacking around women. Because I don't play with my team. So respect in all aspects. If you only respect certain things in your life, then you're really not a person that respects. I like to watch guys walk around. I like to see who opens the doors for ladies. I like to see who doesn't drop the F-bomb around small kids. There's no respect in that. Well, it's a different era, JR. We're in edgy times. You live in your edgy world, I'll live in my unedgy world, and we'll see who makes the most trips to the bank. You know, there was a kid out of LSU that got outed, a black kid. I thought the overtones of this subject were racial, personally. Black kid, LSU, #1 DB in the country in the draft. And he made a 4 on the Wonderlic test. The Wonderlic test is kind of like an IQ test that they give, the NFL teams give the combine to ascertain the intellect of the players that they may invest millions of dollars in. The Wonderlic test, in reality, was established to find out what players may have an undetected reading disability. You know, so and it was discovered that this player had a learning and a reading disability. So then people started making fun of him because he made a 4 in the Wonderlic and how to get through LSU with being such a dummy. Well, they had already identified, his high school counselor identified he had learning disabilities. He had a reading disorder. They got him tutors. He got into school, and he played for a pretty good team. And he's going to be a top 10 draft pick. Well, then the story goes farther. Then you find out who leaked the story. It was teams below the team projected to draft him, so that this team here would say, oh, I ain't going to draft a guy that paid millions who made a 4 in Wonderlic. I want to let him drop down. So he drops right down to the lap of the team below him because he could play football. So intelligence is important, but you don't have to be the class valedictorian to headline WrestleMania. But intelligence in general is important. I asked some kids the other day, I said April 16th, which is what, yesterday? Yep. Tax day. Independent contractors know that quarterly taxes are due on the 16th of April. Somebody's probably saying, oh shit, you have to bring that up. I asked the kids down in Tampa the other day, I said, how many of you are prepared to pay your quarterlies? 2 or 3 hands went up. I said, well, how many of you are prepared to file your taxes? April 15th, right? This orange liquid is benefiber.